Today we've come to look at an art gallery of a famous Australian artist called Hart, and his proper name is Kevin Charles, but nicknamed Hart, and he was an Australian artist born in Broken Hill in 1928 and died in 2006. And they say that he was the father of Australian art, and so we've come here today to have a bit of a look. And he used to love Rolls Royces, obviously, and I thought I'd give you a look at those just to have a bit of a start. A little bit there, but down here we'll just have a quick look at this one. But clearly he painted this himself, but isn't it beautiful? Look at all the scenes on there. It's absolutely, zoom in a little bit. Probably was his favourite. He drove around town. But we're in Broken Hill in New South Wales, and this was where he used to live and do his painting. But the lady inside said that when he died, most of his paintings were sold, but they kept a few for us to have a look at. So we're just going to have a look at some of his art. Look at the little scenes in there. They are truly beautiful photos, aren't they? Or paintings. You know, Australian scenes. Be good to know what the story of each one was.
Leaping from one thought to another with no particular logic, but painting allowed Hart to centralise his statement and lay it out for all to see. Painting was Pro's way of conversing. It was easier for him and much clearer for the audience. Painting forced him to concentrate on one topic, make one point. It was also how he made much of his political comment. It was how he stood up to the ship.
Because this is where he sat for years, just as it was, just how he left it. That's incredible, isn't it?
Scenes as a backdrop or stage to tell a particular story.
So I presume that this is just how it was left in 2006 when he finished. It's probably an unfinished painting there, but just interesting. Oh, it's a beautiful scene, isn't it? Stagecoach, little aeroplane out there. Not sure what this is, maybe a little township and part of the mining. Bush landscapes. Well, maybe some of those scenes are from near the coast of New South Wales where the ships were, playing cards. The search for God. Everyone coming to church. We'll come over here and get the light off it a bit. The search for God. The resurrection, the boarding and resurrection. Gosh, look at you really have to look at the detail in these photos. Wow. 18th of July, 1973, this was done. Descent from the cross. Oh, taking Jesus off the cross. Just take a minute to look. All the little scenes in here. People having a picnic. People sitting on benches, umbrellas. Horse racing. There's a bit of background video going here, so I can't help the noise. They have a story that goes for an hour and a half about his life, but a little aeroplane, little scene. Looks like a little race course scene. Oh yeah, racetrack, Coventry racetrack. robbing the coach.
Who loved to paint. He was just a bloke who grew up in the outback, worked down the mines, and loved what he did.
So this mural here is a depiction of the early settling of Australia. And it's got lots of little scenes. So this one's here is it's called the landing, so they come to Australia. And this one is exploring inland when they leave the coast a bit. And this is discovering Aboriginal settlements living in their natural habitat. And so this is Port Phillip Bay, when more settlers and everyone began to come. Must be just repairing a ship here. And then we move to Floggers Hill, so must have been where they dealt with convicts. It looks like convicts have been punished there and whipped. We've got convicts building roads, squatters of the land when the early settlers came, fight with the natives, little farmhouse, and a female factory I'm not sure what they made there. View from the somewhere of Port Phillip Bay, the convict jail. Just looks like a ship in port. Death of a convict. Must have been executed. Crossing the Blue Mountains. Depicting mountains going up there. People seeking gold out in the outback. Burke and Wills, the explorers that went up through Australia. We know the history of Burke and Wills. Scorching dry, must be out in the desert. Exploring inland. Dealing with the Aboriginals. A blade shearer. A sheep shearer having a rest. There's his wool on the corner there, down there, his wool. Coach robbery. The air pioneers when airplanes came. And a racetrack up the top. Giriuka stockade. Now, it's a bit of a battle in those days I think between the employers and employers over work conditions, I think. Don't quote me on it, you have to go and look it up. Broken Hill, trains from Broken Hill. Broken Hill's mines, famous for its silver mines. And a swag man by a billabong. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, it's just amazing that this man painted like that. Spent his whole life. I think he used to work in the mines for a while. And this building we're in now is his original garage. And the original house where he lived is next door. But certainly pretty impressive. Anyway, we'll catch you next time.